Hola. Well, it's another day in paradise, and I'm absolutely in shock because I only have 2 weeks and one day until I'm back in Canada, and I absolutely I absolutely cannot believe how fast this 6 months is gone. I have had the best winter ever. I haven't had to deal with snow or cold or anything like that on the beach. I've met some wonderful people. I have to say, I can't say enough about the people that I've met here. Um, Hopefully, lifelong friendships have come from it, and there are a few that are have moved here. So when I come back next year, they'll be here, and so I am looking forward to seeing my kids and my grandkids when I get back to Canada. But I have to say, this has definitely become my second home. I absolutely love it. So, I do have a couple things to address today. One being is several people have asked me about Shelly because she's not hasn't been in any of my videos since about Christmas time. Shelly did go home at the end of March, the 21st of March, her choice. Um, Unfortunately, she did not enjoy Mexico. And that's too bad because there's so much to enjoy here and whatnot. But um, I'm not in her shoes, so I don't understand, her disability and stuff like that. Um, I just I just know that if she'd given it a chance, she would have so enjoyed it. But she opted to stay at the condo here all the time, and that's not fun. I can't. I'd go stark raving nuts if I had to stay here day in and day out. Um, Staying, around the condo once in a while just to rest up and just have a lazy day. That's great. I love it. We've had a few rainy days where, like just hanging around the condo, reading a book. That's great. But there's so much to Mexico. And so I do want to address the fact that, um, Mexico, yes, we did a segment on the sidewalks, and the sidewalks are definitely not handicap friendly. However, like myself and three-quarters of the population here, we walk on the roads. The roads are great. They're in great shape. And especially if you stick to side streets, because then the side streets are wide, but there's not as much traffic on them and stuff like that. And but there's people here in wheelchairs, um, walkers, stuff like that. I met a lady the other day that's here with her husband, and she's blind, and yeah, she's getting around great. So I don't want anybody to think that just because you have a disability that Mexico should be off your list of possibilities, because there are so many ways to get around it. Now, down on the beach, there is a handicap portion on the beach right next to Don Ernesto's Beach Club. And so the road part goes right up to the beach. So right up to the sand, you've got like good road to walk on. When you get there, you have a like a little bridge, a little boardwalk type of thing that goes right onto the sand, and it's nice and wide, good shape. And at the end of that, they have chairs for handicapped people, and they put a couple chairs out uh, with an umbrella. It doesn't cost anything, and an umbrella, a big umbrella, and and then the bathrooms are right there. Now the bathrooms are public bathrooms. But they have a very, very wide ramp, nice ramp that goes up there. The bathrooms are nice and wide, the doors are wide. So getting in with a wheelchair, a walker, any kind of a device is really quite easy. They also have that you can borrow. You don't even have to rent it. You can just borrow it. You just have to ask for it. Is a it's really hard to describe. It's like a great big, over gigantic lounge chair on wheels, and really big wide wheels. And so you just pull that. It goes right into the water. So like on the beach, there's like we've seen, especially one lady that loves to snorkel and she's missing one leg. Now her husband pulls her into the beach or into the water. She slides off of her chair and she's in the water. She can snorkel. When she wants out, he pulls it into the water. She gets on it and away she goes. She doesn't even have to get off it because it's apparently quite comfortable to sit in. So she just sits in it while she's up, you know, taking in the rays and whatnot, reading her book, doing whatever, just lounging on the beach until she's ready to go in the water again. So there is that. So they have done a really good job of making the beach very accessible to people with handicaps. Um, so I just wanted to get that out there that uh, you know I, I know Shelley didn't have the best experience, and that's I think that's on her because there are many people that get out and do it, and yeah, so if you've got a disability, don't hesitate to come to Puerto Morelos because oh man, there's so many that get around here, and it's great. I love it. The Colectivo, obviously, if you're in a walker or a wheelchair, not the best because you're not going to get in there. However, for, cabs are everywhere here. So for about $4, you can get a cab, like right from outside our gate, right to Don Ernesto's, and if you want to pay 75 cents more or 10 pesos more, it'll come pick you up right at the door. So, cabs really are not expensive in Puerto Morelos or in Mexico, period. They're very reasonably priced. So, like I say, getting around is really quite easy. Most restaurants, you just walk into them. Bathrooms are all right handy and stuff like that. There are a few restaurants that yes, the bathrooms may be on the second floor, but not too many of them are like that. And so you just don't go to those ones. So anyhow, that's my, I guess, advice for everybody today is come to Puerto Morelos, no matter what. It is a beautiful town. The people are wonderful. I love it here. The beach, it doesn't get much better than the beach. The sand is like powder. The water is warm. It's great. There's always entertainment on the beach too. Mind you, after 6 months, you're seeing the same thing over and over again, but still, it's nice. I enjoy it. Um, some of the bars have great entertainment for evening time. We go to there to watch a couple of guys. They're called the Nobodies, and oh man, they are so good. They sing the best music. They're not they're not jarringly loud. And when we go to Tonino's, and we have a great time. We just dance and we just cut loose, and they're great. And there's a street downtown, or well, on the port side, that just shuts down, or well, I shouldn't. The traffic, you can't. The street itself is shut down, so that all the restaurants, they can put their tables out on the street and stuff like that. And so, we've been known to, start at one end, usually at nobody's, and dance until they're done, and then we come along and come to another place that's got a good band going or a good singer. Um, there is one guy here that he just plays the guitar, and oh my God, he is so good. His wife and their infant daughter, well, I'm not sure how old she'd be, but she's not a year yet. But they're always there. I run into them on the Colonia side here all the time, and they recognize me from coming to see them and coming to see him and whatnot. They're wonderful. But yeah, so like evening time is just a great time to be out. It's wonderful. And tonight, well, I'm going to stay on the Colonia side. There's a couple of restaurants. I can't even think what they're called now, but I've been wanting to go see or to go check them out for a while. So I think I'll walk down this evening and just oh, check them out, have a bite to eat. There's always something going on at the square. And my grandson would be glad to hear this because his favorite thing, Mexican thing, is the churros. He loves churros. So, Aiden, Grandma's gonna have churros tonight. So that'll get him going. But but yes, it's wonderful. So anyway, um, I just want. Oh, and I've got to mention my granddaughter Lana because I forgot in my last video I mentioned that Aiden had called me out for not putting a video out in a while. And I forgot to mention that Lana also had called me out. She wanted to know why Grandma hadn't put a video out for a while. And so I forgot to mention her. So yeah, so between Lana and Aiden, they're keeping on top of Grandma's videos. So and and I will enjoy seeing everybody when I get home. My friend Anne, her and her sister-in-law are coming to Cancun on the 13th, so for a week. So the plan is that we're going to get together while she's here. So I sure hope that happens because I'd like to spend some time with Anne on the beach. She's a very good friend back home, and I think we'll have a blast. So, but if it doesn't happen, well, she gets home just 2 days before I do, so we're already planning lunch when I get home. So, and along with Colleen, I can't forget Colleen because her and her and her and Ann and I were the three amigos. But anyhow, yes, I, uh, I certainly hope it's warm when I get home because these legs have not had to wear pants in quite a while, and these shoes have not had to wear run or these feet have not had to wear running shoes in quite a while. So they're not gonna like being covered up. But anyhow, I will say adios to everybody, and my next video will probably be in 2 weeks when I get home. So I'll let everybody know what it was like when I get home and whatnot. So, and yeah, I better tell Troy to get my heating pad fired up because I have a feeling I'm going to need it. So, adios, everybody, and have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Bye bye.